Okay, last week we talked about color. We talked about the color wheel. So this week I told you we will be doing our pumpkin project. So according to your grade level are the colors of paper that you have. You will have 3 sheets of construction paper, 1 large, 2 small, and a background paper for your pumpkins. These will be your pumpkins. So according to your grade level, those will be your colors. For the sample video that I will be doing this week, I am just going to simply be doing the primary colors with a black background. You will also have at your tables, you will have a bucket with texture plates. You will need these. And you get to use magic crayons this week to do our texture rubs. You will have a container with scissors, glue, and very special construction paper crayons to do your details and patterns and designs. So these are your materials. The very first thing you're going to do is you are going to texture your pumpkin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a texture plate. It doesn't matter which one. It doesn't matter which way. And I'm going to put the plate under my pumpkin. So let me do my blue one first. I will take my magic crayon and I'm going to rub. And I'm going to create this beautiful texture. Maybe I want to get this little round one here. And if you notice, I am not really moving my plate as much as I'm moving my paper over the plate. So I'm just creating this really nice texture. I don't know if these magic crayons are working that well, so I might end up changing it, and you will actually be doing just some little crayons with no paper. So we'll see. All right, so now I've done that. Now maybe I want to do this texture, so I'm going to put that one back in my box, and I am going to texture away. And again, I'm not really moving my plate. I'm moving my paper over the plate. I think that's a little bit easier. So, okay, so I'm going to texture paper. Now let me get a different. Let's see. I'm going to do my big one. And again, if that plate keeps moving up underneath you, just move your paper. And I'm doing this kind of quickly, but you'll want to kind of take your time on this. We only have you'll only have about 45 minutes to do this by the time you watch the samples. So you don't want to sit there and talk too much today because we have to get this done. Okay, so you have these 3 beautiful textured papers. The next thing you're going to do is we have to create our pumpkin. So what we're going to do is we are actually going to fold our paper in half because this is going to give me a symmetrical pumpkin. I only have to draw half of it because when I open it up, it is going to give me a perfectly symmetrical pumpkin. Now, you can either fold it this way, hamburger, or you can fold it hot dog. It doesn't matter. It's just going to give you a different, if you do it hot dog, it's going to give you a tall pumpkin. If you do it hamburger, it's going to give you a little fat pumpkin. All right, so you'll get one of your construction paper crayons. It doesn't matter which color. And we are simply going to, the very first thing we're going to do, we could just do a big round circle, but a pumpkin has a stem. So we have to create that stem by making a little, almost like a little upside down L. I think I want my stem about that big. Then I can come out and make my big circle. And I want to make sure I make a big pumpkin. Otherwise, I'm going to have a lot of wasted paper. So you really want to swing it out and come almost to the very end of your paper. You're going to do the same thing with the other 2. I'm going to fold my paper. I'm going to make that little upside down L. And I'm going to make my little, like, backwards C. I'm going to do the same thing here. I think this one I want tall. So I'm going to make this one tall. I'm going to fold this one this way. And I'm going to do my little stem. And then I'm going to come out as far as I can. As far as I can. Now, you want to make sure that you are drawing this, excuse me, where the paper is folded. Do not draw on the side that is open. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So make sure you check yourself when you're drawing your L and make sure that you have your folded. You are actually putting your L on your folded side, not your open side, or it's going to mess up. Excuse me. You're going to then get your scissors. You're going to cut your pumpkins. When you open it up, you're going to have a perfectly symmetrical pumpkin. Again, you're going to do the same thing. Because if I cut on this side, you're actually going to get two halves. You're not going to get a whole pumpkin. So we have to make sure we do it on the fold. If you accidentally mess up, I don't know what to tell you. You're just going to have to fix it and glue your pumpkin together. So please don't. Make sure you need to get a partner to check. You can have a partner check. Make sure it's on the fold. When I open my pumpkin, la la. And again, I'm going to try to do this quickly. We need to get started. All right. And it don't even have to exactly be on your line. That's okay, because that's just a little guide. You're just going to make a little roundy curve. That's okay. It don't have to be exact. Voila. Now, the next thing you're going to do, and you'll throw all this paper away at the end. Crumple it up, throw it away. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we are going to prepare our background paper first. So I'm done with my pumpkins. And what you're going to do with these really neat construction paper crayons is you're going to do any type of lines and patterns that you would like. I have some examples in the front of the room. So you will just do some really cool, I like these zigzags. Maybe I want to do that all the way around. So you get the point. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Now I'm doing this quickly. You'll take your time. Do that. And maybe I want to put some polka dots in here. Okay, so you get the idea. So you've got all kinds of different ideas that you can do. You could put hearts. You could do whatever you wanted. Waves. I have samples up in the front of the room. You could do swirls. You could do those little swirly swirls. You can't see it because it's blue. All right, so the next thing you're going to do is you are then going to place your, now we've got to do our lines on our pumpkins, because a pumpkin actually has those little creases, little lines in them. So what you'll do is you will get a black. We will start in the center. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a curved line this way and a curved line this way, because in a pumpkin they go in opposite directions. In the center it will be empty, and then on each side it's going to go in opposite directions. So in the very center I'm going to curve, and I'm going to curve the opposite direction, and that's going to give me my guide. Now you don't want too many, okay? They don't have too many. You don't want more than about 3 or 4 of them. And I'm just going to curve all the way. But again, it has symmetry. So if I put 3 on this side, I have to put 3 over here. If I do 4 on this side, I have to put 4 on this side. And I'm going to do the same thing with my little pumpkins. I'm going to start in the center, opposite direction, opposite direction. I'm only going to put 3 on my little ones. If you put too many, it's going to look weird. Now, even though this is a tall pumpkin, I can still do it. Voila. Bam. Bam. Put one more. All right, now I'm going to, you can place them however you would like. They can even kind of hang off the page. That's okay. I am going to glue my pumpkin, not my paper, because that way I can place my pumpkin wherever I would like. Once I put my glue down, I have to put something there. So I like a little more choices. So I like to put it on my piece that I'm going to glue. And I actually want him, I'm going to put him about right there. I think I'm going to put my yellow one next. You want to make sure you put plenty of glue, but not too much. It doesn't take a whole lot. Now I'm going to put this one here. And see, if you see where it's kind of coming up a little, just kind of lift it, put some glue there. And then I'm going to put this blue in. I'm going to put him this way. All right. Now, I'm not done. I'm going to add one more little detail. You're going to get a couple of greens of different values of green, and you're going to add just some little curly curls coming off of the middle of the pumpkin. I'm actually doing those little loop-de-loos. I'm coming to about the center, and I'm doing loop-de-loos this way. I'm doing loop-de-loos this way, and then I'm going to go back over it with a different value of green just to really see how that really pops it out. You don't have to be perfect, and I'm just doing little loop-de-loos. Just because pumpkins do have like little vines attached to their stems. And then that's it. This will be your completed piece. And when you're done, I want you to turn it into the back counter. All right, have fun. I can't wait to see what you create.